My first guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, will be hosting the second annual MTV Awards on September 13th. That takes place. He also has a brand new album out, which I have right here. It's entitled How Could It Be? Not only an album, he also has a single right here entitled Party All the Time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eddie Murphy. Eddie. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, Eddie. Good-looking guy. You're a good-looking guy.
That's not out yet. It won't be out for 3 weeks.
How Could It Be is the real album, the big album.
It's an album.
Yeah.
It's music. It's not comedy.
No comedy on it?
Audience like this. What? It's not comedy. There's no comedy at all.
What kind of music?
Real music.
Yeah.
Serious music.
This was produced by
Rick James.
Rick James.
Produced, written, and arranged by this song. This is the first song they're releasing called Party All the Time.
Party All the Time.
But it's music. Yeah.
Now this is only one song on here, right?
That's a giant 45. It's called.
Yeah. Now what does that go for?
$5.
And you get one song on each side.
One long song. This song is like...
One side's the instrumental and the other side's the vocal.
5 minutes and 18 seconds long.
Yeah.
It's about $1 a minute you get. You sit there like this. 5 cents, 11 cents.
Now, do you play any instruments or you just sing?
I play a little tiny bit of piano. This album was put out because I've always wanted to sing, and I guess I figured to put it out now, so if it didn't work, I could do jokes about it next year. So. But we're confident that it's going to be hot.
Are you confident? Now, did you like what you heard? Did you like the finished product? Did you?
Of course, I have a biased opinion because I worked on it for a year. Y'all have to be the judge of it. I like it. Okay, even if you're sitting there and go, "This is terrible," you know, I'm sitting home going, "I like it." I like it. I like the album. Stevie Wonder wrote 2 songs on the album. Rick James wrote one. And a guy named Rusty Hamilton wrote one, and I wrote, and the music and the lyrics were like 4 of the songs on the album. Y'all gonna be shocked. Y'all gonna sit there going, "He's a monster. How could he do this?"
Now, did you enjoy this more than comedy? That can't possibly be, can it?
No, I'm always gonna. It's not like I'm gonna stop doing comedy and be the singer all of a sudden. I always do comedy, and I'll never do serious movies and stuff. I just wanted to sing. You know, sometimes you just say, "I feel like singing." And you sing, and I'm singing like on the record. We recorded it.
What was Rick James like? Now, are you friends with Rick James?
Rick's
you knew
a
him
very
from
good friend.
before he started the record?
Yes.
Now, what's it like? What kind of a life does this man lead these days?
Rick's a wild guy.
Yeah.
He's everything you would think he would be and more.
A lot of honeys?
They was trying to talk Negro just now. So I suppose around Rick there are lots of honeys and super cool chicks. Yeah, lots of honeys.
Now you went up to, he lives in Buffalo?
Yes.
Is that right? He has a studio up there?
He's a studio in his basement.
Yeah. How long did you spend up there?
I spent, we got snowed in. So this was last winter we worked on the album. I spent like a week up with Rick James in his place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I hope it works out really well for you.
Yeah.
All right. Now, speaking of music, you're hosting the big MTV Awards.
Yes.
Yeah. That exciting for you?
Yeah, I'm looking. Those I don't usually like award shows, but this is like fun because it's music. I don't like the Academy Award. I mean, I'm not saying I
You don't like the Academy
one.
Awards.
I ain't saying I wouldn't like to win one. I'm saying I don't like to be there. I would win and say, excepting for Eddie, you know. But I like music award shows because you get to see bands, you see shows and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, will you be eligible for one of these awards? Do you have anything? I guess not.
An MTV award?
Yeah,
Not yet.
Not yet. Now, are you going to make a video?
Yes, we're doing a video next week. Rick and I are shooting a video for that song "Party All the Time."
So it will be you and Rick in the video.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it will be eligible for the awards next year.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, would that be exciting for you to win one of those?
Yes.
Now, did I read something this morning that you said that the awards weren't that big a deal?
I never said anything like that. Where'd you read that at?
Newspaper? Did we read that in the newspaper? I have
I
a
said
battery of attorneys over here.
What paper did you read it in? The Post? I never said that.
You still living in New Jersey?
I'm moving from one part of Jersey to another part. I bought a house about 2 miles away.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You like staying over there.
I like
Now,
Jersey.
is it true that at one point a guy came to your door with a script under his arm?
Yes.
One of your neighbors had written a script?
They come to the door with everything in Jersey. They came with a script. The script wasn't that. Bob, what was the name of that script? Dust to Dust. Dust to Dust. It turned out to be okay. And
Dust to Dust?
they
A
might
neighbor
get
had written it?
Yep.
A guy, a man, or a woman you knew?
I have no idea. It was somebody just gave me a script and I read it. Now I'm gonna have everybody like this. Hey, I wrote something. But I read the script. It was a good script, and
Is there a chance that it'll get
it's a
made?
chance that it's not good for me, but it's like this. It's a funny movie.
Good for maybe your next door neighbor.
Yeah. Hey, I want to be in Dust to Dust.
Well, that'd be quite a story, though, if a guy from the neighborhood gets to you and gets the film produced.
That'd
huh?
be something.
Yeah, it'd be exciting. We're going to do a commercial here, and then we'll be back with Mr. Eddie Murphy right after this, folks. Eddie Murphy is here. Now, you mentioned you moved to another section of New Jersey.
Yes.
You think you'll ever move to California, Los Angeles, something like that? Hollywood?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm an extremist, and there's so much of everything out there that I'd probably die if I moved to LA.
Really?
Yes.
You would go out there and project for us what might happen to you.
A lot.
Specifically, I know.
It's a party town. Put it like
Too
that.
much party.
Too much party could kill you.
Yeah.
Especially in the 80s.
Yeah. You go to a lot of parties?
Not as much as I used to.
Uh-huh. You go to a lot of parties in New Jersey?
There aren't many parties in New Jersey. They're not. It's a place where it's a garden state. You live there. It's quiet. It's not a party place.
But California is could be trouble. Show business in California. Martin Mull, I think, and I keep saying this over and over, had the best line to describe show business in California. It's like high school with money.
That's good.
Yeah, pretty much it. Now, what about Indiana? You were making fun of Indiana.
He's from Indiana.
I'm from
Did
Indiana.
you know he was from Indiana?
Yeah, we know that. Now, have you ever
Do
been
you
to
know that Michael Jackson is from Indiana?
Gary, Indiana?
Did you all know each other coming up?
Yeah, we had a paper route together.
Who would have thought that y'all was from the same town?
Now, have you ever been to Indiana?
Never ever.
Oh, that's a great place.
I bet it is.
Now, tell me about the movie. Are you under a lot of pressure to do another movie? Because all I read about is Eddie's rejecting scripts, Eddie's accepting scripts, he's looking at scripts.
I'm afraid to see. The scariest thing I've ever done in my career was a movie called Best Defense, because it was really, really bad. Really bad. And everything was going so good right before I did it. Then all of a sudden, it looked like everything was gonna stop. And I'm just afraid. After Cop, I'm afraid to just do anything and have people going, "That's it, it's over, it's no more. He's terrible. He sucks." I don't want. Can you say "sucks" on your television?
Yeah, on this show you can, sure. Yeah, but you know that's interesting, but because Beverly Hills Cop was the most successful motion picture, of all time, something unbelievable like that.
No.
It's in the top 5 all-time grossers.
Which one is it, Bob? Top 8. Is it 8? Why don't you just say 8, the 8th instead of the top 8 to have people going, which one is it? It's the 8th. It's the 8th.
Yeah, Bob, we really don't have time to guess which number it is, okay? What the hell is Bob?
Bob's my manager.
Bob,
hey,
nice to
Bob,
see you.
you've never been on TV.
That's
Come
all right.
out
Let's
here.
keep it that way. No,
Bob, come here.
No, stay over there,
Bob, come here.
Bob.
Wax, come here. Bob, just come say hi. That's my manager, Bob Wax. Bob. That's Bob.
Do me a favor, button it up, Bob, will you?
Bob be sweating, boy. You see all that
Yeah,
sweat?
he didn't want to come over here, did he? No, sir.
He said his name, his face is shh.
So anyway, what I'm saying is you could still have a huge hit and not be as successful as Beverly Hills Cop. Now, that wouldn't bother you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the first one. Yeah.
I don't think, like, I don't know, you never know what a movie's going to do, but that movie's a freak cop for people to go out and, thank you for going out and seeing it, but not many movies do that, you know?
So are you spending a lot of time trying to figure out a way to make the next one as successful, or are you trying to use your instincts?
I just want the next one to be entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't want it to look like I got all these scripts out of any place and just read them and just jumped on something to do a movie.
Have you seen something you like pretty well?
There's a movie called Golden Child that we're going to do. We can't find a director because we're having problems with directors now because it's real interesting. It's
Let
like
Bob direct it.
Bob would sweat. No, it's like, it's real strange. It's like before you get successful as an actor, it's like no one wants to really work with you because they don't really know who you are.
Right.
Then you get successful. Now I'm in a position it's like a director's kind of pull back because if the movie's a success, they go, Eddie Murphy's at it again.
That's right.
And if the movie goes in the toilet, they go, the director's horrible.
Absolutely.
So it's like you can't win, so it's hard to find a good director, and we can't find a good director.
Yeah.
But we're looking. But you'll see something by next Christmas, probably.
Oh, that's great.
Golden Child. It's a good movie. When it comes out, run to the theater to see it because it's a good one. I got to talk about these people. I'm hosting the MTV Awards
Eddie,
September
is this
13th.
a plug? Please.
This is a plug.
Oh, no.
I'm going to tell you who's on the show.
Oh, Eddie.
The Eurythmics, Hall & Oates, John Cougar Mellencamp,
This will all be edited out. We'll
Pat
edit this all out.
Benatar,
We won't see any of
Sting, just wait a second, Tears for Fears, Tina Turner, John and Andy Taylor of
But
Duran
Frankie
Duran.
Goes to Hollywood. Will they be there?
No. David, will Frankie Goes to Hollywood be there? They went to England. They're in England. So they won't be
Now, who's that guy?
That's Les Garland. from
unbelievable.
Les, come out here and say hi, Les. Les? That's Les Garland
Oh, that's all right. Nice to see you.
from MTV. Les Garland.
Beat it, Les. Beat it. One of those cable weasels, ladies and gentlemen.
David Lee
for sale,
Roth.
by the way. Did you know that?
Grace
It's for sale.
Jones.
Get your money first. It's for sale.
MTV, they sold
They
it.
sell it? Gone. Look at it. Yeah, gone. We moved it.
The
easy.
Cars. Chrissy Hynde, is that how you pronounce her name?
Okay. All right. As Eddie
What is it?
continues
Don
this list,
Henley?
we'll fade out slowly.
Julian Lennon, Morris Day, Quincy Jones, Herbie Hancock,
no,
and Glenn Fry.
Good enough. Eddie, nice to see you again. Good luck to you. Have a nice fall. We'll be right back, folks. Yeah. Welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up later in this half hour, Dick Cavett will be here, so also Ruben Blades tomorrow. That'll be Thursday night. It will be our summer replacement show starring Ken Berry, John Hartford, and Kamar, the magician. That'll be tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, our big summer replacement show. The studio is full of these cable weasels now. Buddies of yours.
Les Garland's a nice guy.
Now, you know something, Eddie? Cable is not the way good Lord intended TV to be. A guy comes out to your house, hooks you up with the cable, then later, when you're gone, comes back and breaks in.
I was supposed to leave. I'm not leaving because I want.
You can stay right
I want to
there.
be like Ed McMahon on your show tonight. And I'll hoot at his jokes.
Oh, good. I appreciate that. My next guest is an actor, an author, a world traveler, and soon to be the host of a brand new show on USA Cable. Called The Dick Cavett Show. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Ed Mine's good friend, Mr. Dick Cavett. Hey, Dick. Thank you very much for being here. Nice to see you again. I appreciate you coming back. Now, is this true that you and Eddie are good friends?
Oh yes.
Eddie. Oh, hello, Eddie Murphy. I've been a fan of yours for a very long time, and it's a pleasure to meet
Now,
you.
how did you guys get to be friends? Are you, in fact, friends?
Is he putting you? Did he tell you we were friends?
Well, he told me that, and then we have reason to believe that you told us that.
That is funny. We're more than friends, David. And, I think that, no, you're laughing now, but it's a beautiful thing. And I think that Eddie and I have decided that it's maybe time to, well, maybe pictures speak louder than words.
Oh, good. Photos.
I don't know if they can see this or not. I had to buy that back today. Can you hold that up, maybe?
Let me see.
Let me see.
Kind of strange.
It looks like a local version of Miami Vice, is what it looks like. Oh my God,
No, we are
Eddie.
We are only good friends. That's the
Did
caption.
you
of it.
MTV guys see this stuff?
Oh boy, is my image ruined.
Now,
and,
where did you
and
first
his
meet
too.
one another?
Look how pale this guy is. I didn't even know you had a shirt on until I looked close at the picture. Look at that.
Listen,
Get back
I
on
don't
that
think that's
picture.
fair. I didn't ask to be born this color.
Will you come back? Look how pale he is.
That is. I look like the late Harry Langdon, don't I?
Yeah, it looked like you'd just been released from the hospital and Eddie's taking care of you. He's gonna try and nurse you back to health.
Well, I look like the #1 Yaku of all time, don't I? Well,
Now, where did you first meet Eddie?
Eddie,
At
Eddie
the
and I,
Oscars.
No, it was the Emmys, wasn't it?
Some award show. You know how
Yeah.
much I hate them, but I go to all of them.
Yeah. No, Eddie and I actually met one night. I think it was on Park Avenue. We were getting the empty Coke cans so you can get 5 cents, and we met and exchanged hefty bags. And we first met at that ceremony, and
The Emmy Awards.
he and Joan Rivers were hosting.
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of hit it off, because our backgrounds are very similar, and. He has a peculiar power over me that I didn't realize was sort of dangerous. We went out to... He hangs out at night. He's a night person, and I'm not, but I stayed up later than I ever have. And every place we went, he would dare me to do something, and because I wanted him to like me,
No, if you dare him to do something, he'll do
it?
anything that you dare him to do.
If you do.
I know. We were at a concert, see Diana Ross.
Oh, don't tell that.
And I
Come
said, I dared him to go up on stage, grab Diana Ross's butt. Man ran up on stage. He ran up on stage, grabbed Diana Ross's butt, and everybody knows him, so Diana Ross said, "Oh, Dick Cavett." I was sitting there. So, then, later on, he comes to do Saturday Night Live as a guest thing. Eddie Grant, the guy from the West Indies with the dreadlocks, he has dreadlocks sitting inside the makeup room. Dick Cavett goes, "How'd they get the dreadlocks in their hair?" I said, "They just don't comb their hair. They just let it knot up." And he says, "Well, I heard a rumor that they use goat feces in their hair." And I said, "Get out of here, man." And he said, "No, really." I said, "I dare you to ask Eddie Grant that."
Did I?
So he went inside the room and walked up to Eddie Grant, who's standing around with these Rastafarians around him. And I'm standing there laughing because Cavett's getting ready to get beat up. So, and he walks up to Eddie Grant and he goes, "How do you get that in your hair?" And Eddie Grant goes, "We just don't comb our hair. We just let it." And Cavett goes, "Really? I heard a rumor that you use goat feces in your hair." And the guys looked at Cavett and he goes, "Nah, man, that's not true."
Yeah.
And then Cavett looked at me and said, "Why'd you tell me that?" And walked out the room.
But it actually scared him. He turned the color I am in this picture. Said that. I've never used the word feces in my life.
Well, you can't say.
You cleaned it up.
You can't say.
But,
They'll bleep that out. They'll
Please,
bleep it out.
Kids.
They'll bleep it out,
tonight.
and America will know what I said, even with the bleep. You can bleep it. If I go and you see bleep, you know what it means, so.
People are smarter than we give them credit for, I think. The one I felt bad about, though, was there was a bald man at the bar in this place. Eddie was checking out the hogs, and...
I'm sorry. Eddie was checking out the what?
Oh, you don't know Negro talk?
Honeys, I think.
Oh, no. And,
The deaf girlies is another one.
oh, yeah, I know.
The what?
No, it's not.
We'll be down to trim.
That's all right. Just ignore me.
So, does David Letterman's name ring a bell? He said, "Go slap that bald man on the head." Well, this is beyond
infantile.
comedy. This is
Did it.
tiny. I mean,
Slapped his head.
I went up.
Slapped his head
Here I
at
am.
a Carvel in New Jersey. The guy took the money, I opened up the cash register, went in the back. It's me and Dick, so I guess he didn't figure we was gonna steal. And I said, "I dare you to take $20 out the cash register." Took $20 out the cash register. Didn't give it back.
Now, this is a felony.
I did give. I mean to
This
give it
man
back.
stole. When they do your test, y'all missing $20 from 2 months ago. Cavett.
Murphy.
Now, what did the bald guy do when you slapped
He
him?
did like Diana Ross. Dick Cavett. It's like everybody knows him. Everybody
You know, the
knows
weird
guy.
thing is his head felt better than Diana Ross's.
But now wait a minute, hold it, kids.
No, I didn't mean that. I didn't. But if two bald head men sit together, they make an ass of themselves.
Yes,
You
they
remember
certainly
that, don't you, David? We've certainly raised the tone of
Are they
your
gonna
show.
bleep the word he just said?
I don't know. It's very. Sometimes we have. It seems to be
You can
inconsistent.
say
Sometimes we let
ass.
this go. Sometimes
They
we
probably
let that
bleeped it
go.
just now, so you can say it. They're gonna bleep the
They're
whole
gonna,
show.
they're gonna know what you said.
It's
I
not
think
like
any-
people at home is sitting there and see somebody say and go like, "I wonder what he said." I don't know why they bleep.
I think anything you say will probably stay in. I don't know about Dick though.
Yeah, because they feel I know better, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick Cavett, Eddie Murphy. Now, Dick, we have 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes. Can you tell us a great story about your trip to the Orient? An
Holy
exciting
moly. Well, I'm not sure about
2-minute
that.
story.
You probably mentioned that I have this show coming on
We took
USA
care of that
now,
already.
so that's out of the way.
Another cable operation.
Okay, I think I might talk about...
Did you meet the guy from MTV over there?
Yes, the guy in the funny threads.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an
It's a nice
old-fashioned...
suit that Les
It
has
is a
on.
very nice suit. Yeah, I wonder where he gets batteries
He's dressed
for
like
it.
a limo
Yes,
driver.
my goodness. No, in Bangkok, I think probably your audience would be most interested in hearing about 16th century jade sculpture or the soap baths,
Soap baths would be
or
good.
body
Sure.
body, as it's called in Bangkok.
What were you doing there, just as a tourist? Or
I went there for the Young Presidents Organization. They have about 40, 50 speakers, everybody from esteemed congressmen and so on to people like, showbiz pantaloons like you and me and Eddie.
Showbiz pantaloons?
Pantaloons and jackanapeses. And somebody took me along, as an observer, of course, to one of the body places.
Now, what is that exactly?
Well, you go into a place, it seems like a hotel, sort of, and then there's one huge glass wall behind which, seated, even as these people in the audience are about 200 of the most beautiful women you can imagine in your wildest fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all sitting kind of like this, and you're not quite sure why. And then it turns out they're TV sets to keep them amused. They each have a number. The guy with the mic outside the window says, number 23 is, I think, be kind, and so-and-so, and this one is very nice, and so on. Why, men purchase these ladies for their services. Indeed. And the specialty of the place is some kind of erotic soap-like substance that they put all over the body of the person, as I found from asking around. And then the girl says,
These are perfectly legal, these places, I'm guessing.
Oh, well, maybe not actually, but they're there anyway, and everybody knows
They
it.
operate with the knowledge of...
Patpong Street is the main... Well, maybe you're not... Are you supposed to plug streets in Bangkok? Anyway, and then what they do is, I'd always heard about this, slide up and down one's body.
Good Lord.
And, with this soap, this fabulous soap-like stuff.
You're lucky you lived to tell about it.
Absolutely ruined a blue suit of mine.
All right. Eddie, nice to see you again. Good luck on the MTV Awards, sir.
Thank you
for coming by, Mr. Cavett.
Are we being kissed
As
off
always, nice to see you again. And
Okay.
come back after another trip, sir.
Hey, that'd be
Anytime. We'll be back here with Ruben Blades, folks.